By the late 4th century, that once unbeatable Roman Empire found itself stretched far too thin across its massive, vulnerable borders. In a desperate bid to maintain control, Emperor Theodosius I officially split the entire territory into two distinct entities in the year 395, Common Era. The resulting Western Roman Empire, centered in Rome, began a slow decline while the eastern half, ruled from Constantinople, remained comparatively wealthy and well-organized. Unfortunately for the West, this period initiated an era where relentless waves of hostile groups began crashing against its increasingly fragile frontiers. Among the most pressing threats were the Visigoths, who, turning from former allies, brought their full might against the heart of Italy. Then, in the shocking year of 410 Common Era under their determined leader Alaric, these forces successfully sacked the legendary city of Rome itself. This event sent profound shockwaves across the entire known world, because for the first time in nearly 8 centuries, Rome had been conquered by an outside power. The tide of destruction did not stop there as the Vandals moved in, crucially seizing North Africa and cutting off Rome's essential lifeline of grain shipments. Adding insult to injury, the Vandals returned with brutal efficiency in 455 Common Era to plunder the city's remaining treasures, leaving utter devastation in their wake. Paradoxically, the once mighty Roman legions had become hollow shells, forced to rely heavily upon foreign mercenaries whose ultimate loyalty was bought with gold rather than empire. Internally, the situation spiraled into complete chaos where emperors were hastily installed and just as quickly deposed amidst rampant corruption draining the public coffers. Crushing taxes smothered the remaining citizens, causing massive population decline in cities, while the once marvelous network of Roman roads began to visibly decay and break down. The final, almost anticlimactic moment arrived in 476 Common Era, when the Germanic commander Odoacer simply removed the powerless boy emperor, Romulus Augustulus. There was no massive, climactic battle to mark this definitive end. Instead, the Western Empire simply faded away into a profound and lasting silence. However, the true spirit of Rome stubbornly refused to disappear entirely, as its foundational laws and foundational language still heavily influence modern Western civilization. Furthermore, the Eastern continuation of the Roman world endured for another 1,000 years under the name of the Byzantine Empire, preserving its heritage long after the West collapsed. Ultimately, Rome fell when its military power vanished, but it rose eternally because its cultural legacy became permanently woven into the very fabric of history.